True to its name, The Sweetest Christmas is an incredibly sweet film. This is the latest Hallmark Christmas film that I've watched, and I honestly thoroughly enjoyed it. It, for me, just screams Christmas magic and the sweetness of Christmas, because Christmas is often all about candy canes and gingerbread and cookies, and obviously that's not the true meaning of Christmas, but when that's displayed in a film, it just provides this warm and fuzzy sensation, and that is completely present throughout this entire film. So this was released in 2017. It's directed by Terry Ingram and written by Erinne Dobson. It stars Lacey Chabert, as Kylie Watson, and Lea Coco as Nick, and also Brenden Sunderland as Bobby, who is a fantastic young actor. His performance is so fun to watch, and I always think a Christmas film needs a young character to just capture that childhood innocence that's so prevalent at Christmas time. The description from IMDb is as follows, and I'm not going to spoil the development of the narrative, but I will talk a little bit about the things I liked and disliked without giving any spoilers. So, the description is as follows. Kylie is expecting a proposal from her boyfriend/boss at a restaurant and gets a promotion instead. The restaurant owner is her high school boyfriend she hasn't seen in years. They help each other out. Love in the air? Question mark. That's pretty self-explanatory and pretty straightforward. Basically, Kylie thinks that she's going to a romantic dinner to be proposed to, and her partner, her boyfriend, who is also her boss, offers her a promotion instead. And, straight away she's like, no, I can't do this. She rekindles her friendship with Nick, her high school boyfriend, as the description said, and she befriends him and uses him as a bit of a shoulder to cry on, even though I don't think she actually ever cried in this film, because she's going through a lot of stress, not just with the breakup, but also because she's entering this gingerbread competition where everybody, bakes something out of gingerbread, and she's entering this. She is a baker, and she's under a lot of pressure because of that competition as well, and the stress of whether or not she'll get in and where her life is actually going. Obviously, there's a lot of gingerbread in this, a lot of icing. It's very sweet, it's very fuzzy, it makes me want to eat a lot of sugar. That's probably the only downside. Kylie Watson gives a fantastic performance. I don't know why I keep doing this. Lacey Chabert gives a fantastic performance as Kylie Watson. I will not get those the wrong way around again, I promise. Kylie, as a character, is so likeable. I always need a likeable protagonist. Kylie and Nick are both fantastic. I love their performances. I love their on-screen chemistry. They look good together. Bobby, played by Brenden Sunderland, is adorable. And he's so sweet. And I just think he interacts with Nick, his on-screen father, in such a great way, because obviously he's a child pretending that this man is his father. And sometimes a lot of children are quite clunky when they have to do that. But here there's such a natural, lovely, warm chemistry. Jonathan Adams plays Ralphie, and his performance is brilliant. I don't want to say he gives some comic relief, because for the most part the film isn't very heavy. You don't really need comic relief. But he just interjects these moments of absurd humour, and I absolutely love him. And I think his role is just perfect. It's great fun. I feel like there's nothing about this film that I don't like. I enjoyed the soundtrack. I enjoyed the performances. Nobody felt wooden. Everybody felt believable. I think the casting was great, particularly for the four that I've highlighted. Alex, the ex, I don't really care for. Lane Edwards does a great performance. The character, I feel like, was in it either too much for the outcome of the film, or not enough for the outcome to have made enough sense to me. I feel like the character should have been either more or less. In my preference, less. But definitely at the forefront, we have Kylie's relationship with Nick and also the gingerbread competition. Both are great narratives. I love the way both of them develop. It's a really delightful film to watch. It's about an hour and a half, and honestly, if you want to, it's one of those films where you want to switch the lights off, put the heating on, get under a blanket with a cup of hot chocolate, and just zone out and just watch this. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. According to IMDb, it was nominated for the Best Actress in a Principal or Supporting Role in a MOW video, features 5 to 8 years, the Joey Awards, and that was the nominee was Ava Grace Cooper, who is one of the other young actresses, but I don't know why she would have been nominated and not Brenden Sunderland, but never mind, unless he was slightly older at the time. Brilliant film, absolutely loved it. One of the, I've watched quite a few Hallmark films this year, I'm currently binge watching them. This is probably one of my favourite Hallmarks so far.